All right, it'll be Keyshawn Kelman, Noah Carter in the circle. Missouri moving from left to right on your radio dial, and Princeton the other way, right to left. The tip is up, and we are away. Second round action. Princeton's going to win the tip. It winds up in the hands of Caden Pierce. He'll dribble the ball over the timeline. He's guarded by Demoy Hodge. He'll give it off to Tosan Owomo, who was the Ivy League Player of the Year last season. He drives against Kobe Brown with the right hand before dishing it back out towards the timeline. It's in the hands of Ryan Langborg, the veteran point guard. Back to Tosan. He swings it back over. Right wing triple. Alako. It's in and out.
Wow.
Haynes around the rim. Finally goes out. Noah Carter pulls down the rebound from Mizzou. Demoy Hodge takes it the other way. He'll bounce pass it over to Nick Honor just over the timeline. Veteran point guard transfer from Clemson. Dribbles over to the right side. Back towards the center. He's going to hold the ball, waiting for the offense to develop. Off-ball screen set for Demoy Hodge. Swings it around to Golston on the left side. He dribbles with the weak hand into the paint and kicks it back out from the left block. 5 on the shot clock now. DeAndre Golston fires from the far side corner. Good box out from Princeton on the long shot, and a rebound pulled down by the Princeton Tigers, one of the better rebounding teams in the nation. Here's Tosan Owomo. Best player on the team. He's their leading scorer. He one-hand passes it over to the right wing. It's controlled by Langborg, who will swing it around the perimeter over to Alako. Alako, overhead pass towards the top of the key. It's Owomo. He's working against Kobe Brown. Brown's going to reach, hit his back, and that's going to be a foul of 10 on the shot clock. It'll reset the shot clock with 18:46 to go. Scoreless between Princeton and Missouri.
Yeah, Kobe Brown dealt with some foul issues last game out on Thursday. He's already picked up one early, so not a good look for this Tiger team.
Yeah, and on the other end, Matt Alako, great box out against Kobe Brown to grab that rebound on the previous possession.
Princeton a little bit undersized, but they box out really well. It's the trigger man, Langborg. He's going to get it to Alako. Back to Langborg in the right corner. He drives all by himself against Noah Carter. Finishes with the left hand, going away from the basket. Trickles around and in. That's going to be 2 points for Princeton. They crack open the scoring for the day. They lead 2-0. Hand it off to Kobe Brown on the right wing. Dribbles towards the top of the key, working against the bigger defender. That's Keyshawn Kelman.
He likes the matchup.
Moves towards the baseline. Step back, mid-range shot. Air ball's long. Rebound pulled down Princeton. Here comes Tosan. He's wide open at the top of the key. He'll dribble into the paint, stop the free throw line, kick to the corner, gets it back just inside the paint, swings it around the arc, left wing triple. It's a little bit long from Caden Pierce. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Here comes DeAndre Golston up the floor, trying to run a little bit. Gives it to Noah Carter, top of the key. It'll be a handoff to Nick Honor, weak side wing. He dribbles through the paint, spin move just inside the restricted area before dishing it back off. Carter, triple, left wing, yes! Noah Carter for 3. Opens up the scoring for the Missouri Tigers. They set up their defense in a full court pressure.
If Carter can hit that shot, it's going to be a long day for Princeton.
Here's the matchup to watch. It's Tosan versus Kobe Brown. He hands it back off to Langborg at the left wing. He pulls into a triple and misses a little bit too strong on that one. Rebound pulled down by Princeton, though. Tosan through the paint against Kobe Brown. He dribbles in, bounce pass over to Langborg. It's off his foot. 10 on the shot clock now as it's regained by Princeton. Over to Langborg on the right wing. He's going to pull from 3 feet behind the three-point line. NBA range with Demoy Hodge's hand in his face. He hits it. 5-3. Princeton retakes the lead, back and forth early. 17-12 to go in this first half. Dish down low, Kobe Brown. He draws the double team from the right block as it's Noah Carter who's on the left block. Spin move inside, finishes with the right up and in.
Yeah, that's Kobe Brown creating there. They brought the double against Kobe. They tried to trap him, and he found the right pass. Noah Carter had position, and he put that one up and in.
Yeah, the other side, Langborg, deep 3, got it to go. Had a tough day Thursday, but good shot there.
5-5, Princeton and Missouri all tied up, 16:50 to go. Tosan against Demoy Hodge. He has it poked away. He saves the ball just in front of Coach Dennis Gates. It's dished off to Matt Alako, who pulls up in the mid-range, about 10 feet away from the basket inside the paint. He's up and down. It's good. 7-5, Princeton lead. Demoy Hodge pulls a wide long triple. It's a little bit too strong on that one. Looked like it was going to go from this angle. From the right wing, and rebound pulled down by Princeton. Up the floor, it's Ryan Langborg. He gives it off to Tosan Owomo. Owomo guarded by DeAndre Golston at the right wing. Over to Langborg. He's going to put the ball on the deck and reset the offense here. Alako near the top of the key, straight away from the basket. Overhead pass to Tosan. He's pretty far away from the basket. He'll give it back to Alako. Swung around to Langborg. He's feeling it from the right wing. He's got it, and that doesn't even move. 10-5, Princeton over Missouri. Princeton didn't shoot very well against Arizona in their first-round matchup, but they're hitting so far. Langborg has 2 triples. Golston on the other side will dribble with the left hand down towards the baseline before kicking it down. Noah Carter straight away from the bucket. Spin move into the paint. Up and in floater with one hand is good.
Good start for Noah Carter.
Noah Noah Carter's been a lot more aggressive as of late in the post, and he shows it off right there with a great move.
Princeton 10, Missouri 7, 15:30 to go in the first half. Missouri's going to switch here now. They're going to put Kobe Brown up against Lane Borguez, 2 triples already today. He bounce passes it over to the top of the key to Tosan Awoma. Spin move against DeAndre Golston. He has his back to the basket at about the free throw line. He's going to dribble in. He's in the restricted area now. Takes it back out. Alako floater from about 15 feet out. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down to Moy Hodge-Mizzou.
Great help by Golston.
Hodge is going to run. He goes all the way to the bucket. He misses with the right hand, guarded by Alako. Rebound pulled down Princeton. They're going to run now. Alako all the way to the bucket. He's going to pull it back out, guarded by Kobe Brown. He's on the left wing. He's going to slow it down inside the logo. Back to Tosan Awoma.
Players going for a while now. Next was a
last year's Ivy League Player of the Year. Drives with the left hand against Carter. Carter sends it back. Missouri running now. It's to Moy Hodge the other way. He doesn't have numbers. He's going to slow it down. Stops just inside the arc. Bounce pass into Carter. He's got his back to the bucket, and he loses handle of the ball. It goes out of bounds over the baseline. It'll be Princeton basketball when we come back. They lead 10-7, 14:41 to go in the first half. You're listening to NCAA basketball on KCOU 88.1 FM. Welcome back to Rivet Stadium on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. Traverse City and Rockford still scoreless heading into the 5th inning. Just one hit apiece for both teams. You're not going to see a whole lot of motion in that Pitt-Spitters bullpen just yet. It does look like they're getting a couple of arms up. There have been arms up in the Rivets bullpen for most of the night, trying to save Kyle Seabach's arm a little bit for the All-Star game. But we have a special guest in the booth. It's Rivet's starting pitcher, Ross Thompson. Ross, how's it going tonight?
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Ross, we'll start off. Kyle Seabach, an All-Star this year. You were an All-Star last year. What's that experience going to be like for Seabach going to the All-Star game?
Oh, it's going to be great for him. It's awesome. Northwoods League has just an unbelievable amount of talent, and so getting to be a part of the best up there. And I got to go to Mankato, and he's going to get a chance to go to Wisconsin Rapids and have a good time and show what he can do.
So you've now been a part of the Rivets for 3 seasons. And what keeps bringing you back to Rockford? Because I know the Northwoods League is a great experience, but there's got to be something that keeps bringing you back to the Northwoods League.
Oh, yeah. It's the competition. There's none better. And I got a great host family who's had me the last 3 years, and they treat me well, and I just love it. It's a family.
Counts 3-1 here on Traficante. Traficante walked in his first at-bat, was put out on the base pads on a good pickoff move by Kyle Seabach. Ross is one of the older guys on this team. How much do you work with the other players? Do you view yourself more as a mentor to them? Are you more of a teammate that's learning from them? What's that combination like?
It's both. It's definitely both thing. Like, you're always learning in this game. There's never you never have all the answers ever. So someone might know something that you don't know. You might know something that someone else doesn't know, and you just kind of help each other out and just try and get better every day.
Traficante draws his second walk of the game here in the 5th inning.
I can never get that guy out either.
He's been a pest against the Rivets.
Yeah. I always feel like I beat him with a pitch, and he still puts it in play somehow.
Who do you think the hardest guy for you to get out has been over your Northwoods League career?
Oh, it's a tough question. It's tough without some stats.
Gets away from Seabach, and Traficante advances to second base.
Traficante is definitely one of the guys that I faced the Pitt-Spitters a lot the past couple years, and he's been around also the league for a while. I'd say he's definitely the guy that he's the most pesty hitter that I've seen around. But everyone's good, top to bottom, through all these lineups. There's not really anyone that you can be like, oh, he's an out. It's just you got to keep battling all the way through.
Traficante hit 300 against the Rivets last season, over 300 against the Rivets last season. Finished the season 7 for 17 versus the Rockford team.
Yeah, it makes sense. Felt like it. No, but I'm excited for our All-Stars. They're gonna have a good time and get to show what they can do, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'll be watching. So.
Anything specifically you've seen in Kyle Seebach's delivery that you've looked to emulate, or anything that you've seen that has really impressed you?
Honestly, like, his work ethic before he gets on the mound is unreal. Like, the preparation he puts in is just on a different level than anyone else that I've played with in the Northwoods or, anywhere else. So, yeah, it's for me and, like, him, like, I can't really emulate much. I'm not 6'7". I can't throw that hard. So there's not a whole lot I can emulate mechanically, but definitely as far as putting a routine together, he does it better than most.
The 1-2. Just up high. Hitter at the dish right now is Trey Truitt. He struck out looking in his first at-bat, was fooled on a Seebach breaking ball.
He's got him set up for it again here with that high cheese.
See if he goes back to it. We mentioned Seebach features both a slider and a curveball in his arsenal. Went up high with the fastball.
Cheese. I love it. Gas mask.
Swing and a miss from Truitt.
Love it.
Seebach's 5th strikeout of the game. Have to imagine that means Seebach is close to his pitch limit on the night as manager JT Scara goes to grab the ball from his all-star. We'll have the name and number of the new pitcher when we come back. Good outing tonight, scoreless for Kyle Seebach. He's responsible for the runner on second base. 5th inning, Pittsburgh's Rockford still scoreless. You're watching the Northwoods League Baseball Network. The Red Hot Rivets go for their 6th win in a row tonight. They take on the Kalamazoo Growlers, all coming up at 6:35 on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Jack McGrath alongside Brandon Anthony. And the Rivets have been red hot. They won 6 of 8 games on their tough road trip and a big win last night against the Kalamazoo Growlers. The Rivets currently 3.5 games back of the Pittsburghers in the second half standings. 4.5 back of Traverse City in the overall standings. Let's take a look at the standings right here. And this is important because the Rivets have 2 more against Kalamazoo. After that, they go on the road to face the Pittsburghers. A chance for the Rivets to kind of put their fate back into their own hands if they're able to pick up a couple of wins in this series versus the Growlers. Tough pitching matchup tonight for both of these sides. It's an all-star this year versus an all-star last year. Ross Thompson on the mound for Rockford was an all-star last season, has had his ups and downs this year. And then Grant Manning on the hill for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, getting the all-star nod after a phenomenal start to the season. We're in the dugout today, hoping the weather holds off. We got the little roof above us. So far, so good. It held off last night after the delay, so we were able to get the game in. Fingers crossed for today as well. So far, so good. Tarps coming off the field. We'll get ready for some action at 6:35. You're watching the Northwoods League Baseball Network.